Hello, anybody there? I got one person. Is that me? Is that me? I'm the one person? Hey, how's everyone going? So, this is, what's up, Justine and Christina? How are you guys? Hey, Graham, how's it going? This is my first time doing this mobile stuff, and, it's a little rainy, as you can see. I got the cover up, and we got a fire going outside, and I wanted to do some cooking. I have my cast iron Dutch ovens, and we're going to do some cooking today, and I thought maybe I'd go live throughout the day, on and off. I got some vegetables. We're going to do some onions and garlic, carrots, celery, sweet potatoes, some small regular white potatoes, and some chicken. And we're going to cook that in the Dutch ovens, like I said. See if I can switch this. Ah, there we go. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, we're going to do some cooking in the Dutch ovens, like I said. I figured I'd break them out for the first time for the season. And we're just getting the fire going, making sure we got a good bed of coals over here. But yeah, everything's good here. Like I said, it's raining out. It's kind of a dreary day, but being all cooped up with everything that's happening these days, I wanted to get outside anyway, so we put the easy up, and we're staying dry. I got a cup of coffee, and like I said, we're going to prepare to have a Sunday dinner with some chicken, and I got two of the ovens here. We're going to cook the chicken and the vegetables in the big one, and then the smaller one there, the 12 quart, we're going to cook some bread in it. My son is off to the store to get the ingredients, and we're going to make some bread. So, like I said, we'll be on and off throughout the day, doing live stream. We just recently got our 1,000 subscribers, and we're just a little over 1,000 now, which is awesome. And thank you to you guys who are here. I know that we're all connected, and I'm glad to have you guys as my YouTube friends, and as I've said before, without the support of each other, this just wouldn't be that fun or worth doing it. So I've met a lot of good people, and we wanted to try to do some more live streaming. This is something that I'm kind of new at, so but we're going to give it a shot. Yes, it is. It really is good to get some fresh air. We've recently had some snow, and it's just started pretty much gone now. We got about maybe 4 inches about five days ago, but we had a 65 degree and 50 degree days lately, and we're over here. And oh, thanks Justin and Christina. Yep, that's a big milestone for us. We started the channel over a year ago. I don't know if that's good or not, getting 1,000 in a year or so, but I wasn't sure how that was going to work. It was something that we just started quickly, my wife and I. I got hurt last year, and I was recuperating from it and out of work for about 12 months. And I've always liked to videotape, and I'm trying to become a video producer to do as a new career. And so I just bought an editor, and I started editing some videos, and we launched this YouTube channel because we like to travel, and now we've made it to 1,000, which is crazy. I can't believe it. I met a lot of good people out here too, which is great. And yeah, the mobile streaming is new to me, Graham. It's something that I need to get used to, being live. I've done a couple in the house, I have a program called OBS. I think it's Online Broadcast Studio, and I've been messing around with that, and we've done a couple lives with that. But this is all new, and they tell me this is a good way to get watch time, is to do some live streams. So we're going to do a few during the day. Like I said, I'm not a cooking show or anything. We're just traveling, but there's not a lot of traveling going on right now. And we're hunkered down. We got a little cabin fever. But we just wanted to try to do something and provide some content other than me just sitting there and asking how people are doing. I figured we'd do a little cooking. And there's some really good cooking shows out there. But like I said, we got the fire going. Takes a lot of hardwood and a lot of hot coals to get the Dutch ovens hot. So we'll throw some more wood in on there. Fire here. Looks like we're getting a good bed of coals on it. But I'll get some more wood on it. It's going to take a few hours to cook the chicken. I don't know if you guys are familiar with cast iron cooking at all, but these pans are awesome. Again, like I said, they're cast iron Dutch ovens. They're a little dusty right now, so once we put them in the fire and we get them heated up, the dust will burn right off. They've been sitting in our camping gear since last fall. Yeah, StreamYard, I think, is that what I'm using now? I'm using something right now. I know that I'm still not able to use the Facebook streaming, and I don't see a lot of people using that anyway. I mean, pardon me, the YouTube streaming. I think it's the StreamYard that I'm doing. The OBS is pretty good, but there is a learning curve to it. And there's a learning curve to this as well. I'm trying to get used to that, but see if I can put this down a little bit. And yeah, so there's a learning curve to all of this, but I'm going to figure it all out. The OBS is fun for me because you can put graphics behind you and kind of make it like a news show or a TV show. We started a stream last week, I think, and or a couple weeks ago, and I decided to do kind of like a news-looking show, and I'm figuring it out. It's not easy, but there is, again, like I said, a learning curve. But hey, old times, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate seeing you guys. Like I was saying about the streaming, though, OBS is fun because you can do scenes and put graphics up behind you, and it's just something fun to do. I'm kind of an extrovert. I always wanted to maybe be an actor or something, and I never really pursued it. But this is something that's fun for me, and I love the whole process of doing videoing and stuff. So once things get a little bit better, we'll get some more travel stuff going on. I am editing one that I'm doing now. I'm making a new trailer for the channel that's going to be more of a cinematic kind of a looking trailer. I hope to have it about maybe 2 minutes or under, but it's really fun. We started filming it last year, and it's taking some time. I'm doing it on my free time, and I have a friend of mine who's my main actor in it, and it's kind of an Indiana Jones type of thing, so hopefully it'll turn out good. We're slowly working on that right now, and I hope to have it maybe by sometime the middle of spring. We'll have that, and that'll be a new trailer for our channel. But I'm slowly getting used to it. I'm still working my full-time job, of course, so I try to find time after work and on the weekends to do some of the editing that I'm doing. I've also taken a video production class. I just recently got certified as a video producer. It was an adult class, several nights over the course of a month or so. And it's just the beginning. I want to learn a lot more and get some better equipment. And, as time goes on, make the channel a little bit better. I think all of us that do this kind of a thing are at one level or another. I'm certainly a novice at it, but I enjoy it, and I'm trying to learn a lot more. So how's everybody's Sunday today? Like I said, and as you can see, it's a little rainy here today. But hope you guys are doing well today. Hope everybody's healthy and safe. And I think I'm going to get ready to maybe put one of the ovens in the fire and get it warmed up. See if I can do this. So we got some of the coals here. All right. I'm using my iPad. I couldn't get my phone. For some reason, it wouldn't connect. But I'm gonna take that big pot and we're gonna stick it right on top of that fire right there, on those hot coals. Does anybody else do any cast iron cooking, or do you cook with Dutch ovens? Has anyone used any Dutch ovens before? This is something that I learned as a Boy Scout, believe it or not. And these ovens are amazing. So there it is. I got that in the fire. We're going to heat it up. But like I said, these ovens are pretty amazing. You can cook anything in them. 1 year, 2 years ago, around Thanksgiving, we lost power. I live here in the Northeast, and you never know what's going to happen around here with the power. We lose power a few times a year, and it could be up to a week or so long sometimes. And it was Thanksgiving. You know, we wanted to cook our Thanksgiving dinner, and we had no power. I have an electric stove in the kitchen, and we ended up cooking our whole meal outside. I cooked a full stuffed turkey out here in that big one, and in the small oven that I have, I cooked an apple pie in it, and I think we baked some bread in it. And then I have a Coleman stove that we use for camping. And I use that to cook all the vegetables in the kitchen with. But yeah, we make do. I guess as a Boy Scout, I learned how to do a lot of outdoor stuff. Oh, you guys are in Montreal. Yeah, I love it up there. You still got snow up there? I'm sure you do. We're just starting to shake off some of the winter here. Technically it's still winter, but we've had some mild days, usually in the 50s now. Like I said, we got, I don't know, about between 4 and 6 inches the other day, and it's pretty much gone by now. But this is typical spring weather for us. The rain coming down. I'd say it's probably in the mid-40s right now. It's a little bit chilly out, but not bad. You know, being a New Englander and living here in the north, we're used to it being cold. Yeah, Montreal's a fun place. Yeah, good. I'm glad that it's melting. You know, I think we've had a mild winter here. It hasn't been bad. I would say in total, I don't think we got 3 feet of snow total this winter. Maybe. We can get upwards of 60, 70 inches throughout the whole winter. I know you guys probably get a bunch up there in Canada. But you know, it is what it is. It's winter time. But yeah, old times. I do. I like the old radio shows as well. I like your channel. I grew up with parents that, you know, were born around the Depression and right after. As a kid, my folks had tapes of the old radio shows, and we listened to a lot of them. A lot of fun. But You know, it's kids today, they don't get it, and they don't know if they enjoy that stuff or not, but I certainly do. I like all that old stuff. I like the old movies and videos. I grew up watching a lot of black and white movies with my dad. He's a big movie buff. I learned a lot about old-time Hollywood and old-time actors. Maybe that's why I like doing the videoing and the filming. It's a great medium. Got my coffee. Like I said, we'll get that pot hot. And we'll start to cook some stuff up. We'll probably cook the onions. I was hoping to get my phone hooked up with the stream. That way I could show you guys. It's a little bit easier to maneuver than the iPad. Well, thanks for coming in, Graham. I appreciate it. And you know, good luck getting your subscribers, and hopefully we'll see you guys again. Hope everything's good on that side of the country. Yeah, so yeah, maybe in a little while I'll drop the live stream and I'll come back. I'll hopefully get my phone going. I have it on a stand here, and I was hoping that I could show you guys while I was doing some cooking. You could see me actually cutting up the veggies and how we do it. But again, I'm not a cook. I'm just an old guy cooking up some food, and thought I would come on and you know, do something for a live stream, something a little different other than just, you know, sitting there asking everybody how they're doing. Although I am interested in how everyone is. Oh, Graham, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. Appreciate all you guys. I'm glad you guys have come in. Again, like I said, this live streaming thing is something new for me, so I hope to provide some entertaining, or at least give you some information and something that's not just you guys listening to my voice talk. But yeah, we'll see how that pot's doing. Let's see how it is. Probably add some more coals to it. Yeah, it's getting hot. Almost time to cut up the onions and the garlic. Get that going. Some more coals on the top. Try to get everything even. I think we're going to spin that pot around now. I got a handle here. We can grab it with this hook. Grab the handle here. See if I can show you guys. And we're going to spin it around 180. It's important that we get the heat even. I have done some cooking where one side will be really cooked and the other side of it will be a little bit undercooked. So it's important to keep the heat even. But once you get going with these Dutch ovens, the heat it's incredible how they cook. If you've never used them, it's really like cooking in the house in your oven. It really is. Yeah, we are trying to get the our 4K now that we've got over 1,000. I mean, I want to continue to get subscribers and grow, of course. But I would like to get our 4,000 watch hours. So that's what we're trying to do now. And the fact that you guys are in here with us, you're helping us. Hey, Nancy's in the stream. Hi, Nancy. How are you today? Hey, Nance, how are you? My friend Ambient Girl Relic Hunter, she's one of our local friends here in town. If you haven't seen her or been to her channel, she does metal detecting and treasure hunting, and her channel's great. I think you guys should check it out. You should probably pick her up. And everybody, if you haven't got each other, in the stream here, definitely check you out. We love everybody here in our little YouTube family, and we're glad to be connected with you guys, and we appreciate everything that you guys have done to help us out. Oh, thank you, Nance. Thank you. Yeah, we hit the 1K finally. We've been working hard at it, but now we're trying to get our 4,000 hours. YouTube, they have their rules and things that they want us all to do, and we've been following along, trying to doing the right thing, and subscribing to people that we like, and commenting and watching videos and that, and I know that people have been doing that for us as well, so it's been great. It's been a really good time. Like I said, though, if you haven't picked up Nancy, Ambient Girl Relic Hunter, you should check her out. Her channel's great, and I want to do a collab with her soon now that the spring's here. I have a metal detector, but I don't really know how to use it, so hopefully she can give me some pointers, and we'll find something cool. Living here in the Northeast, there's a lot of history. We got about 300-400 years of history, and this is where the birth of our nation started, and there's a lot of cool stuff. I've watched a lot of these relic hunters go out, and they find coins and all kinds of things related to the 17th, 18th century. It looks like a lot of fun, and it's something I'd like to maybe get involved in as well. We'll feature something on our channel, do some local traveling, and do some local relic hunting with our friend Nance at Ambient Girl Relic Hunter. Yes, definitely, Nance. I would love to do that. That would be a lot of fun. So yeah, we're just out here checking out, and got the fire going. I got the pot heating up, and like I said, I got some chicken we're going to get ready to cook with all the fixings, and we're cooking with our Dutch ovens. We're going to make some bread in this one. And my son Nick just came out. He's got some maple-flavored kielbasa. Looks like we're going to cook some of that up on the fire as well. So we got a Sunday meal going pretty soon. We'll get it all cooked up. And hopefully soon you guys will get to see us cooking it. Yeah, definitely the ticks are out. I cut some trees down the other day. And we were burning some brush out here, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any ticks on me, because even though it's still cold, the ticks are out. And they're not fun at all. I ended up getting bit, and I had to get treated for Lyme disease last year. Made me really sick. It's not a good thing, and sometimes I think I still feel the effects of it. It affects your joints and your muscles, and it wasn't something fun to go through, not at all. But they definitely killed the Lyme, I guess. I get checked for it when I go to the doctor, but there's no signs of it, so I think I'm good. But you got to make sure that you check out yourself after you've been outside and working, and definitely don't want to get the ticks on you. Ticks are terrible. They're not fun at all. Not fun at all. All right, let me put this down here. There you go. Start making the bread? Yeah, if you want.
Wait for me to cook that.
Yeah. So my son Nick, he's going to help me out here today. He's going to get some bread going. I'm waiting to put the chicken on because the bread, we want to cook the bread first. Like I said, we're going to cook that in that small oven. And once he gets that all ready to go, I think it's got to sit for about 45 minutes so it can rise. And then we'll start cooking that. So I don't know if I'll keep the stream going while we're doing this. I may come back on and off. He just went in the house, Nance, but I'll make sure when he comes back that I let him know you said hi. I don't know if he wants to come on camera or not, so he was just here. But yeah, so we'll do some cooking. Like I said, I don't want to bore you with the whole preparation and all that. I'm not a cooking channel. Although maybe sometime if I can get the camera set up. Like I said, I got my phone here. For some reason, it wouldn't connect to the stream. But I don't know. I'll try it again. And maybe I can get it to work the next go around. And I can point it down at the food. You guys can see me chopping it up and cooking the garlic and the onions. We're going to cook them first in the pot. I have a little bacon grease that we have some. I made a bacon and cheese quiche for breakfast, and I saved some of the bacon grease, and I'm going to use that in the pan to fry up the garlic and the onion, and then we'll layer everything in, and we'll put the chicken on the top, and we'll let it cook for 2 or 3 hours. And hopefully, let's see, it's noontime Eastern Standard Time, just about 5 minutes of 12. So it'll hopefully be ready around 3 or 4 o'clock. Have a nice Sunday chicken dinner. And yeah, I agree with you, Nance. I like to watch cooking shows myself. The cooking channel was a big favorite of mine. And now I watch a lot of YouTubers that cook. Cowboy Kent Rollins is a guy that I watch. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's out west, somewhere out near Colorado, I think, or Wyoming. But he used to be on some of the cooking competitions, and now he has his own YouTube channel. Cowboy Kent Rollins, he's great. I watch a lot of his stuff. Well, the rain's... Yeah, I agree with you, Justin, Christina. I don't mind doing other things, even though we're a travel blog. Especially now, we got to try to find things to do. I'm not doing a whole lot of traveling. I may do some live streams where we live. We have a beautiful lake and a lot of trails around it, and I may do that on a nicer day. I'll take you folks along and show you where we live. I live in a small town in the Northeast. It's got about 5,000 residents or so. We have a lot of water here. There's a lot of lakes and ponds. It's beautiful here. We're right outside of the largest city in the state, Manchester, New Hampshire. And I live in a small town right outside. So we're in the southern part. And if you've never been to New Hampshire, it's beautiful. You should, maybe when the weather gets a little bit better, we have I don't know, about 18 miles of coastline on the ocean. And we border Canada, and we border Maine and Vermont. And Massachusetts is just the southern border of ours. We're not far from Boston. It's probably about a 40-minute ride on the interstate to get to Boston. And like I was saying earlier about the metal detecting, there's a lot of history here, especially in Boston. There's a lot of old buildings and colonial construction, but even in this area, we have a lot of Revolutionary War places where generals lived. In the town I grew up in, General John Stark, he was born and lived in the town of Derry, New Hampshire. Alan Shepard, the astronaut, he was born and grew up in the town of Derry, where I lived. Robert Frost, he lived there for a while and taught at the high school that I went to. And that's just a little bit of the history. Of course, we have the White Mountain National Forest, which is about a 45-minute ride north of here. In the summertime, it's beautiful for camping and hiking. And wintertime, of course, is some of the best skiing in the country. Believe it or not, is right here on the East Coast. It's right here in New Hampshire. And we did a video from last year. They have the ice castles up there. And that seems to be a trending bad around the different states where it gets cold. And they have a beautiful one here. We didn't go this year, but last year we did make a video, and you can find that on our channel. It's that was a lot of fun, going to the ice castles. We went at night, and that's what I think that's probably when they open anyways, in the dark, because they have a lot of lights and there's fires going and hot chocolate and things like that. That was a lot of fun. I am looking forward to the spring, though. The older I get, the less I like the cold weather. Let's see, the ocean, mountains, city, and country is only 40 minutes away, depending on which direction you drive. That's right. You can go to Maine and be there in between 30 and 40 minutes. You can go to Vermont, go to Boston, and, well, Montreal, it takes us about 3.5, 4 hours, I think, to get up into Montreal. But that's a beautiful area, too. Canada is lovely. I have some family that are from Nova Scotia, and it's beautiful up there, especially in the summertime. One place I haven't been to is Quebec City. I'd like to go there and maybe go up there in the wintertime. I know that they have a lot of fun things going on up there in the winter. But, yeah, good stuff. Let's check on the fire. Let's see how that's doing. All right, maybe not. Things got wet. Here we go. Oh yeah. Throw some more wood on it. A couple more sticks of wood on the fire. That's the thing with the cast iron cooking, is you got to maintain a lot of good hot coals. You don't cook directly with the flame. I learned that early in the cast iron cooking, is that if you cook with direct flame, you're going to burn whatever you're cooking. And that's not fun, especially when you're hungry. Hey, Faith and Hope, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Oh, you're in Malaysia. Well, welcome. 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 Malaysia must be warm this time of year. It's probably warm every time of year. But glad to see you guys. Glad that you came in. We really appreciate it. We're up here in the northeast of the United States in New England, and as you can see behind me, it's raining out, and but we decided to come out and do some cooking outside. It's something that I like to do, and I was showing the folks that are in here earlier, we use cast iron cooking pots. These are called Dutch ovens, and we'll be cooking some chicken, potatoes, and vegetables, and we're going to bake some bread, and we got some maple flavored kielbasa we're going to cook. So we got our Sunday meal ready to go, and let me see if I can wipe this screen off. Yeah, we'll get our Sunday meal going for our Sunday dinner, something that we still like to do here, and I don't know if anybody still cook Sunday dinner or not. We're kind of old school. We like to do it, but it's something that we love to do is cook. I like to cook. Like I said, I'm not a cook by any means, but well, I'm a good cook, but I'm not a professional cook, I guess is what I'm saying. But we got the cast iron pot over there. As you can see, let's see if you can see that there. It's getting ready and getting warmed up. In fact, I'm going to spin it around again. We'll keep that heat even. We got some bread. My son's in the house right now. He's making the dough. There, we got that spun around. Keep that at 180. And then, when, like I was saying earlier, once we get cooking, we're going to keep the coals underneath and on top of it. And we may need a little more than normal just because of the rain. But get these coals on the top. Spread those out. Yeah, we got a good fire going there. Very good fire. Yeah, the rain. We're not going to let the rain spoil our good time. Not at all. Not going to let it spoil our good time. But I know my coffee's getting cold. I have to go get another cup in a minute here. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. And let's see, in the winter, we usually have an ice castle in Quebec City. Yeah, those ice castles are really neat. And I like the way that they make them. They use all that metal framing and they spray it down and they put the lights inside and everything. They're really pretty. And you can get an idea of what they look like. Like I said, we have a video that Colleen and I did last winter, and that's up on our channel. And you can see the ice castles that we did. Let's see. Sunday pancakes are the best. Oh yeah. I actually made a quiche this morning, which was kind of neat. I love pancakes, although I try to be gluten-free. I use the gluten-free pancake batter, which is pretty good. And especially, Nancy, with us living here, we get a lot of that good maple syrup, which is perfect. Really good maple syrup. Yeah, so, we only got a couple people here in the chat, but if you guys haven't grabbed each other up, do that. Make sure you do it right. Leave a genuine comment and watch the video right through. Watch it completely. Give them a thumbs up. And if you haven't done that for me today, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, like the stream, and if you want to share us out, we appreciate that as well. I try to do that for all the live streams I go into. I share them out on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and that. So if you guys wouldn't mind, share that right out for us. Give us a thumbs up. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys here. I'm glad that you guys are here with us. It's a great time here in New England. It's a kind of a weird time in the country right now. I think we're all experiencing things that we're not going to talk about here, but YouTube has policies and there's just things we won't talk about. But as long as everybody stays healthy and safe, that's all that matters to me. And as long as I got plenty of coffee, I can hunker down. I am one of the essential employees, which is cool, so I'm remaining to be able to go to work, which is good. But we got a little cabin fever, and I wanted to come out and do some cooking outside, which is something I love to do. Hi, Terry. How are you? Good morning. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, well, I'm very happy to see you here today. That's Light and Love. That's my friend Terry. If you guys haven't been to her channel, she's all about giving us inspiration and making sure that we're having a good day and giving us some words of encouragement. If you haven't been over to her channel, you need to check her out. She's great. She's got a great channel, and I suggest you go over and check some of her stuff out. She's a great lady, and she's been helping us out a lot here at the Astute Tourist channel. She's a great person and a good friend. As of all of you folks are, we really appreciate that you're in here with us. So here we are on a Sunday morning. Well, I think it's afternoon now. 5 after noon. I may start to put some of this chicken on. Maybe I can get this set up where you can see some of it. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can make this work. See if I can prop this up somehow. Don't know if I can, but we'll give it a shot. Aha! Maybe? Alright, so let me move some things down here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I won't be able to see the chat right now, but I'm going to start to cut up some of the vegetables. We'll get that going. So like I said, we got some of these baby potatoes, these white potatoes here that we're going to put in whole. So we'll just put those in the pan when we're ready to go with that. And we got some carrots, and we have some celery. We got some celery here, some celery stalks, and of course we got some white or yellow onion. I have garlic, and we got some yams here, some sweet potatoes. So we're going to chop these up. I think I'll start with the onions. I'll just get these peeled up and chopped up. And I'm not going to go too crazy with these because I like them big. I like the pieces big. And I think if I make them too small, they're definitely going to, they'll disappear in the pot. Again, this is going to cook for about, I don't know, at least 2.5, 3 hours. It takes a little bit longer out in the Dutch oven, which is fine. So we're just going to cut these up. Cut them into, I don't know, 1/8 size or so. Get these chopped up. Get them ready to put into the pot. I did forget my bacon fat. I'm going to have to run in really quick. We'll leave the stream going though. So we got the onions here. Let me peel this one. Peel this up. Like I said, I don't want to make them too small. But we'll definitely, this is definitely going to be really, really good. I love to do outdoor cooking, and one of the best parts about this is that you get that smoky flavor into the food. It's not like barbecuing, but it definitely captures some of the smoke. And it tastes so good. These onions are good too. These will add right amount of flavor into the food. How we doing? Can you guys see that? Excellent. Good. Hi, Terry. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. All right, so let's do some of this garlic. Let's get this garlic going here. Peel some of this up. I like a lot of garlic in my food too. I enjoy that. Get this peeled up. And if you're just coming in and you want to hit that like button for us, I'd appreciate that. And go ahead and share the stream out if you'd like. Let others know that we're streaming. Like I said, this is new. We haven't done a lot of live streaming yet, and it's something that we're doing now. Like I said, we recently made our 1,000 subscriber milestone. And we're so proud of ourselves, and we're happy that we have a lot of friends that are coming along on the ride with us. Like I said, it's not just about us, it's about, us here at the Astute Tourist. It's about all of us here in YouTube. I've met such an incredible YouTube family, and the support from everybody is fantastic. How people are willing to go out and help each other and give them tips and tricks and things. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience working with you folks. I'm glad that I've met you all. So the carrots, you see, I don't peel them. I think that a lot of the nutrition is in the peels itself. So we did wash all this stuff before I came out, but I don't peel a lot of my vegetables. It depends. I mean, mashed potatoes, you're going to peel them, of course. But I think a lot of the nutrition are in the skins. So I don't do a lot of the peeling. So let's see. We got garlic and we got the carrots going. I'll cut up the celery and then we'll do the sweet potatoes. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. I know I am, even though it's rainy here in the Northeast. It's a little cold out. It's not bad. Certainly nice by the fire. And so we'll get these carrots cut up. Yep, keep the skins on the carrot. I do it. Oh, Colleen's in here. Hi, Colleen. Glad to see you're here. Would you do me a favor? Could you bring out the bacon fat? I could use that if you want to bring that out for me. Let's see. Yeah, it's raining. Can you guys hear the rain? I got the Easy Up out. You can hear it banging on the top. Yeah. Well, we're going to keep going here. I don't know if we're still streaming or not. I'm going to get the celery going. I'm just going to cut these up into pieces like that. And then, let's see. Yeah, it is, Nancy. I like the sound of the rain. It's nice to sleep by it. It's kind of like the sound of the surf, too. I enjoy that. When we took a cruise in January, we had a balcony room, and I like to leave the door open to the balcony at night while we were sleeping, and you could hear the water smashing against the side of the ship, and it's quite soothing. So we got the sweet potatoes, and we'll leave them. I'm going to leave them a good size because again, it's going to be cooking for, I don't know, like I said, at least 2.5 hours or so. So these will cook right up. And if I make them too small, they'll disappear in the pot, become like mush. But let's see. I don't know if Colleen heard me. Oh, she did. Here she comes. She's got the bacon fat. That way I can fry up the onions and the garlic a little bit to get them going in the pot. Well, hello, Colleen.
I have to turn the volume off on mine.
How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. And we're making do with the iPad. For some reason, I couldn't get my phone to work. It wasn't connecting to the stream, but the iPad seems to be working just fine. So, all right. So that's about it for the vegetables. So let me get these onions out. So, uncover the onions and the garlic. Let's see if I can Maybe Colleen can be my camera person. So here, if you'd like to take this
Yes.
and just follow me around.
All right, I'm going to be following you around.
So we're going to go over, we'll put a little bit of bacon fat in the fire. In the pot.
Want me to bring this out in the rain?
Yeah, come
Okay.
on right out.
All right.
Don't be shy.
I don't want to get your iPad all wet. Whoa! Whoa!
Hey,
whoa.
would you look at that? There's a little bit of oil inside the pan.
Little flashover right there.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna get the rag and just wipe that out. Get some of that black out of there. All right. Take this cover. Set that down.
So this is from this morning's breakfast. Did you already tell them that?
What, the bacon fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that awesome quiche you made. Whoa!
A little too hot. Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah, it's just too hot.
Very hot.
Well, that's good.
Well, it's important that when you preheat the pan, that's real important. So, try this again. A little bit of this fat in there.
Getting all the onions. Got the garlic too.
We're going to put the onions and the garlic in. Put them right into the bottom. Get that all stirred up. Let me see. Pull this a little bit so it's a little more level.
Yep, the sizzling sound is awesome. And the smell is fantastic,
Yeah,
of
you
course.
guys can smell this right now. It
My
smells
favorite
delicious.
smell. Love the smell of onions and garlic cooking.
So we'll get those just a little translucent in there in the pan. Get that garlic and let that flavor come out a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we'll end up putting all the vegetables on the bottom and we'll put the chicken right on top. Oh, it smells awesome. It really does. It smells so delicious. All right. It's doing pretty good. That pan's hot. All right. So we'll start with the sweet potatoes. Those in the bottom. Whoop.
It's going to be so good. We can just give that one to Molly.
Yeah, Molly likes sweet potatoes.
Carrots and sweet
Carrots and
potatoes.
sweet potatoes and that.
Faith and Hope Vlog wants to know if they can join us for dinner.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We have to exercise social distancing, though, but we have a big enough property. Everybody can stand 6 feet apart.
Oh, I forgot to cut that one up. There you go. That one's cut up now. Oh, nice. All right. And in goes the celery. We'll wash this one off. And then, so we'll put the cover on that. And then if Colleen wants to come back over, we're going to season up the chicken.
Sure
and
thing.
we'll put that in.
Smells so good.
All right.
All right.
Clean off my the yam here that we dropped. Fantastic. So I still got that to put in. All right, so I got the chicken. So we have some split breasts here that we got, and 3 good ones. We're gonna,
Oh, we don't have a dessert plan tonight. We do have Nick's going to make the bread, but I hadn't thought about a dessert. We should probably make a dessert, too.
we probably could make a dessert. Maybe a rum drink would be a good dessert.
Maybe.
I'm missing the tiki bar. We have a tiki bar that we built on our deck, and it's been a little too early to open the tiki bar up. So, all right, so let's do this. So, I brought out, of course, salt and pepper, and some thyme and some sage, and that's all we're gonna do. Is we'll start off with some of the salt. Get the salt grinder. Put those on both sides.
No, it's never too early for a tiki bar. I agree.
Get some pepper going. You have to season. It's important. I used to watch this cooking show. I forget who he was, but he used to say, I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, the meat doesn't come seasoned. So you have to season it. It's important. So this is salt and pepper. I'll go with some of this ground sage. And this is the real powdery stuff here, so we'll go easy with it. See if we can get some up here.
I love sage.
Sage on poultry is good. It kind of reminds me of stuffing in a turkey. Get a little bit of that on there. Both sides. There we go. And then last we'll do some thyme. Get all that on there. That over. All right, so those are good and seasoned up. And let's see. That's ready to go. So let me put the last of these vegetables in, and then we'll get the meat in there. Potatoes are in. The rest of the celery. Now we get the chicken. Everything's in there even. Alright, we'll just put the chicken in on top of this.
I like rosemary too. I like all 3, sage, thyme, and rosemary. Those are great herbs. I love them.
Alright. We don't need any of that in the pot. Alright, we'll put the cover on. So now this is important. I'm going to prepare the spot where we're going to put the pot down. So I don't want it too close to the fire.
Did you see how hot it got last time?
Yep, it was hot. So we're going to put these coals over here. Just yard these out. And then we'll put the pot up on top of that. It'll sit on there. And then we'll clean these off. Put some fresh ones on. So every 15 or 20 minutes or so, you're going to need to check the coals, check the heat. You may have to lift the pot up and add some more coals to it. Make sure we get those on there even. And that's about it. We're going to start to let it cook, and probably in 15 minutes or so, we're going to start to smell that chicken cooking. Mm-hmm. And we'll, like I said, we'll continue to check on that every 15 or so. Keep our fire going because this is the heat that we need in order to cook this delicious food. And that's about it. And like I said, because we're close to the fire over here, I'll rotate that 180 degrees. Every time I check the coals, we'll just rotate that over. And that's going to be it for the chicken for now. So that's in there. So Nick's in there making the bread. And I think he's going to come out and cook his kielbasa once we get the bread put in there. But that's going to go into this pot right here, into the smaller Dutch oven.
We're going to have to preheat that as well.
Yeah, that'll get preheated. You know, just like you preheat the oven in the kitchen, you'll preheat the Dutch oven as well. And inside you can see it's just a big cast iron pot. And what we'll do is we'll put a trivet in the bottom of this, and then we'll put the bread pan on the bottom, because if it's sitting directly on the bottom, you want that airflow, that heat to flow underneath what you're cooking as well. When you're cooking pies and cakes and bread, that's what you want to do. Of course, with the vegetables and the meat, you can put it directly right in the pan. But this one, you want to get the heat underneath as well when you're cooking that stuff. So we'll put a trivet inside. And that should probably take about 45 minutes or so in this. And we'll do it the same way. You know, we'll heat the pot up. We'll get the coals underneath it. We'll put some on top, and then we'll check it about every 15 or 20 minutes or so, and rotate it 180. And I'm going to put some more wood on the fire.
So our son's going to be making a homemade gluten-free bread. So we've never done that in the Dutch oven, so it's going to be interesting to see how that comes out.
Yeah, who knows? It may not come out good, but
we're going to give it a try.
If we don't try it, we'll never know, right?
Right. So you have people asking a lot of questions, Jim, that you might want to take a peek at and give some answers to.
Let me know. What are the questions?
Let's see.
I'm going to clean up here. Again, I'm not a chef, but I just know what I like.
Ambient Relic Girl, she's Nancy, right?
Yep, that's Nancy.
Nancy said you should do some more cooking videos. It's great to watch, especially since we can't travel much. I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, maybe I will. I mean, I'm trying to find ideas for content.
Something interesting.
And, you know, maybe this is something we'll do. Maybe we'll do some ribs or something on the fire next.
Yeah.
I love to cook. Again, I'm not a chef. Everything I've learned, I either learned from my parents or I just learned by doing it. And, you know, not everything comes out the best, but I think I'm a pretty good cook.
I think you're an excellent cook.
And, you know, the things that we do try to cook, usually they come out pretty well. Like I said this morning, I made a bacon and cheese quiche, and I never made a quiche before. I kind of looked up a recipe online. I didn't follow it by any means. I just wanted to see how they would make one, and it's eggs and milk and seasonings and whatnot. So I just put the iPad down, I went in the kitchen and started cooking. And it came out fantastic.
It was excellent.
It was really, really good. So I was happy the way that came out.
Okay, so exit through the gift shop. They said they had to get going. They need to try to have an adventure today before they get locked down. We understand that. We got locked down as of midnight on Friday.
All right, Graham. I really appreciate you coming in, and we appreciate all your support. And, you know, let's stay connected as we always do. And if there's anything that you need from us or any questions you have or anything, just let us know. And I'm excited for your next adventure. I haven't watched the Alice in Wonderland one yet, but I will. We'll probably take a look at it tonight. So thanks for coming in. We appreciate that. As we do with everybody here with us today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys.
J&N Travels is like, good afternoon, neighbors. It's raining here, too.
Hey, good afternoon. Yeah, the rain is a little chilly, but it's not bad. It feels like it's getting a little colder out. Maybe it's just because I've been out here for a while, but I probably should get another cup of coffee in a little while. But if you're just coming in, we decided to do some outdoor cooking. We got some Dutch ovens, and we're making split chicken breast with vegetables. We just put that in. That's on the fire right now cooking, and my son Nick is inside. He's making some bread dough, some gluten-free bread dough.
Rattletrap Fishing says, hi, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. It's glad to see you guys. Yeah, Nick's in the house. He's making some bread dough, and we're going to see if we can make some gluten-free bread in the Dutch ovens. I'm sure some of you have done some cast iron cooking. I really enjoy it. In fact, I swear by it. Even in the kitchen, I have a lot of cast iron fry pans and some Dutch ovens that we use in the oven. Not quite like the ones we use outside, but we use a lot of cast iron to do our cooking in, and it's I swear by it. It's a good even heat, and the food comes out fantastic in most cases.
This is getting heavy.
Oh,
And I'm shaking. I don't want to have our audience watching my hands keep shaking.
All right, so let's see if I can switch this up. All right, let me
All
have
right,
that.
got it?
Yeah.
Then you can read through
This
some of the
is
statements.
Colleen, by the way. Say hi,
good
Colleen.
morning.
It's a little blurry. I don't know let's see if we can switch this up. There we go. Let's see. I think the camera's got water on it. Excuse my arm.
You are doing good, Colleen. Get warm. I will, Nancy. I'm going to go stand near the fire for a
All
minute.
right. Yeah, so let's see. Oh, thank you, Terry. I really appreciate that you're in here with us today. Light and Love, if you guys haven't been to her channel, you got to get over there. Grab her channel up. She's fantastic. Like I said, she's been a great support of the Astute Tourist. When I first started our channel just a little over a year ago, she was one of the first people that I met on YouTube. I just stumbled into one of her live streams, and she's fantastic. And now she's a good friend, and I'm glad that we're friends, and I'm glad I'm friends with all of you folks. Again, you know, I hate to sound like a broken record, but without us supporting each other, it makes it tough. We need a lot of support and help. Awesome. Yeah. No, we're glad to have you guys. And, you know, the fact that we can't do any traveling, I was trying to think up content. I'm most likely going to go live later from the studio that I have in the house. If you've seen a couple of my other live streams, they usually take place inside. But I haven't done any mobile streaming yet. This is the first one. And we're we're outside. We're at the complex, the Astute Tourist complex up here in the Northeast, hunkering down like most people are. And I was trying to think of what we could do, because there's obviously not a lot of traveling going on. So I said, what the heck, let's do some cooking. So I think we're gonna, I may spin that pot around, and so we'll do that. Let's see here. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. All right, let's go over. We're gonna spin the pot and check the coals. Yeah, I got some good heat on there. Get some good heat. So we'll spin it around. I'm actually going to add some more coals to the top. Clean that off. And we'll put some new ones on.
Do you need to add any liquid into that?
Nope. No liquid. It's like cooking in the oven. And that heat, it's going to kind of make its own juices in there once it starts to cook with the skin. And it'll be good. It's going to be real good when we're done. So, yeah, there we go. Keep that going. Put the rest of these logs in. Keep them burning. Yeah, Terry, I haven't seen you. Haven't seen you in a little while since the last one you did, but I know that these things take time, and put water on the screen, so it's hard to see the cameras, but yeah. So, geez, I've been going over an hour now. That's pretty good. So yeah, it's probably going to take us, I don't know, a couple hours, at least 2.5 hours or so for this to be ready. I may have to go get a battery for the iPad. I'm going to wipe this off, pardon me. Put water on it. Colleen's going to go check on Nick and see how the bread dough is coming. We may start to do a little spot for the one we're going to do the bread in. Do that in a second. Let me see if I can spin this around. See how this works. There we go. Right on. All right. So we're going to get the fire ready for this pot. Put the bread in. I don't know if you can see these. They got little legs on them. the Boy Scout in me. Let's see if this is, here we go. Yeah, here we go. It worked out a little bit better.
She said there's no sound. It's muffled or there's no sound.
How about now? Can you hear me now? I had walked away. I'm not wearing a mic. Can you guys hear me better now?
Has sound gone a bit muffled or is it my headphones? Nope, I think it's because he walked away.
Yeah, I think it was. I walked over to the fire and I'm not wearing a microphone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat.
Where's the sound card on this? Maybe it's got water in it.
Let me know if you can hear me or not.
Is that over here?
Yeah. I'm not sure what microphone is, but hopefully you guys can hear me.
Maybe it's underneath. Okay.
Yeah, let us know.
Even with the front of the camera. No, even with you in front of the camera. Something's not going on.
Figure it out. It says it's attempting to reconnect. It
No
says
sound.
reconnected.
I can hear you, but it was muffled. Maybe water on the speaker. That's what I was
Maybe.
Are you back on?
I think so.
We got a lost connection for a minute. Alright.
I don't know. Can you guys hear me? I think I'm back. Looks like we're back. I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me. Here, I'll type something.
Or maybe we need to change it to your phone.
Yeah, we may have to take a break. The message could not be sent. I don't know. I'm new at this live streaming stuff, so hopefully.
So, Nancy said it was still muffled, but a bit better than before. It's tricky business running these live streams through an iPad.
Yeah. Certainly do better in the house with a microphone. I can maybe go get my lavalier. But let me know if you guys can, if you can hear me in the chat. Looks that way. I got three. Me, you, and Nancy, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we end the stream for now? And we'll come back when we get the food, some of the food cooked.
When we put the bread in.
And we'll be back after that. Hopefully I can get this streaming business a little bit better. Hopefully my phone will work with it instead. So thanks for hanging out with us for now. We're going to end the stream right now, but we will be back, so keep an eye out for us. You guys, I'm sure you want to see this wonderful food we're cooking. So, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to dry things out, and we'll be back. We'll take a coffee break. So, we'll see you guys after, okay? Give me 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll be back. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you after.